Let's see. No, I don't want that. I wish there was a way to like flip it around, but that's alright. Alright, trying to. Okay, what is going on here? There we go. We'll do that. Getting some last minute stuff ready for the live that we got going on here in about 5 minutes. Ooh. Mm. All right. Mm. Ooh. I think we got that one good. All right. Getting some wild turkey. Getting some wild turkey ready for the episode. It's the final one of the year, so want to make sure that we go down with a bang. I wanted to have some other stuff set up and situated, but my family and I, we kind of got sick, so this Coke is probably so damn flat. So we got that. I'll go toss this real quick. All right. So we got that. I've got my notes. I've got my cigar already. Oh, man, that's good. I'm really hoping that that the wind doesn't pick up. Normally the wind kind of picks up just a little bit around this time. But I also got my Milo sweet tea. I'm gonna set this bad boy. We'll probably set it over here in this chair. I don't want that big old jug to hit the table and knock the phone over. And then we also have some tasty treats that I'm going to be eating throughout the episode. So, all right, I think my body is good and well enough, and I am going to go ahead and I'm going to start this bad boy up. What is up? How's it going? It is your boy, Chaotic JGD21. You guys are the crazy chaotic raiders out there, and I am coming at you with Chaotic Corner episode number 10. That's right, I am 10 episodes deep of doing this shindig, and I love every freaking minute of it. That's the one thing that I've got constant, that I've got consistency with, so I'm keeping up with it. I'm feeling good about it. And before we get into what we've got going on today, as I'm still kind of getting over my little cold that my family and I've had a cold. Before we get into what we've got going on, want to give you guys the proper thanks and everything that you guys deserve. Thank you so much for sticking with me throughout the year with all of my inconsistency, whether it was through streaming, whether it was through this, trying to figure out what type of like a podcast thing that I was wanting to do, or just kind of like a shoot the shit kind of thing. Because that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just shooting the shit. It's nothing like too crazy. But, you know, being able to come outside, enjoy a nice stogie, have a drink, just kind of like relax, like at least one day a week, and just kind of like talk about some topics and stuff like that for you guys to be around. And whether you watch it while I'm live, whether you watch it or listen to it while you're driving, whether you're listening to it or watching it while you're at home, doing whatever, thank you so much. It is greatly appreciated. Oh man, this bad boy is so good. Shout out to my brother, Berserker Red, aka Cadillac. That bad boy, he got me some nice cigars. He got me a couple of cigars over the Christmas break, and I told him I was going to save this one for the episode, so got me a nice Romeo y Julieta. The other one that he got me that I tried the other night, it was really, really good. It was like chocolate infused with coffee or something. It was weird, but it was so good. That one was called something Rosa, Legend Rosa. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get that name because that was friggin' delicious. And speaking of delicious, it still tastes good, even with the flat Coke. But let me make sure I get this. There we go. Want to make sure that the last cigar of the year kind of like burns evenly, you know? All right. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get started with the episode. We're going to go sports, gaming. I've added technology with gaming, music, and then we're going to talk about some movies and shows that are going to be coming out either next year or stuff that I kind of watched over my break. Let me know what you guys think about all this stuff in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, know the bell, become one with the bell, so that way you know when I go live or when I upload a new video. So, to get things kicked off, we are going to be talking about the good old Houston Texans. Last week they snuck away with a win. This week they did not sneak away with anything. Man, I really hope I didn't ruin this. There we go. Just like the Houston Texans probably ruining their season, I just ruined my cigar probably, but either way, we're going to smoke it through. We're going to do good. We're going to just do what we can with it. Anyways, Houston Texans, we lost big. And by losing big, we had people injured. Our number one guys are out. Some of our number two guys were out, so we were playing with like number threes, number fours. It was bad. The fact that we were able to pull off 22 points against a really good Cleveland Browns team, that was okay in my book. I mean, I'm not like expecting Super Bowl this year, but we weren't even expecting to get the 8 wins that I believe that we have. So the fact that we even just have 8 wins, that is like fantastic and great to me. If the playoffs are in our I guess window of opportunity, we're gonna have to hunker down, and we're definitely gonna have to make sure that that we come to play, and that we play for keeps, man. We play for keeps, because if we don't get our stuff together, we're not gonna even make it to the playoffs. And I mean, like I said a second ago, like I don't mind if we don't make the playoffs, but the fact that the playoffs are just kind of like right there, like a part of me wants the team to make it, but then there's another part of me that's like, okay, if we don't make it, like this was definitely expected not to make it. So I believe we got to beat the Titans at home in Houston, and then I believe we go to Indy to face the Colts. And if we can at least win those two games, and if Jacksonville can at least lose one of their last two, we might be AFC South champs. I don't know. Well, I mean, that'd be great too. Um, but even if we do happen to make the playoffs, we are going to be one of those one and done kind of teams this year. They could prove me wrong. They could prove me wrong, but it's whatever. I'm proud of my Texans, proud that they actually got this far, proud that they gave us a really great season, and I can't wait to see what they're doing next year. The next team I want to talk about is the 49ers and how much of a bad rap that they actually catch. Because, yeah, they played a lot of good teams this year, but at the same time, I don't think they really faced a defense like the Ravens, and that I think that really showed on Monday night. I did not happen to catch the game, but I watched highlights and stuff like that. And the fact that the Ravens came to be like, okay, you guys want to be the number one team, then show us why. And I think they just had an answer for everything that the San Francisco was trying to throw at them. So kudos to the Ravens. But, I mean, 49ers, they're still a good team. Um, I honestly think that with the group of guys that they have and the type of coaching mentality that they have for the players, with them having the 11 wins, I believe that they have, uh, and they're number one in the NFC. Um, like, they're number one for a reason. So, uh, my predictions for what's going on with the Super Bowl, I think it could be another. I think it could be a Baltimore 49, Baltimore and San Francisco. I believe it could be them too again. We had them a couple years ago down there in New Orleans, and when the lights went out, that shit was pretty funny. When the Harbaugh brothers were coaching, well, when the Harbaugh brother was coaching for San Francisco. Um, let's see. If it's not them, I want to say it could be Miami and Detroit. Detroit's looking pretty good. Miami is a really, really hot and heavy team this year as well. Um, I really don't know. Let's see. I want to give the Eagles the credit and maybe even the Cowboys, but I don't know, man. It's just oof, I don't know. So I think my underdog teams would probably be, uh, you know what? I'm going to go underdog team. I'm going to go Jacksonville and I'm going to say Jacksonville and Philadelphia. I think those would be like my underdog teams because I mean they're great teams, but look at the divisions that they're in. So AFC South, it hasn't been that hot of a division the last couple of years. Um, but this year it's been a really competitive division. So, I'll give credit where credit's due. Go Jacksonville, but hopefully maybe the Texans can take their spot. If the Texans take their spot, then you know what? Underdog team is Texans all the way. But um, I think just whoever's going to be in the Super Bowl this year, I think it's going to be a fantastic game. Um, I'm really looking forward to the commercials. I look forward to the commercials every year. They haven't been that great, but maybe with a bunch of new stuff that's going to be coming out next year, new movies, new games, new stuff, whatever. Maybe new Doritos are coming out. I don't know. They're gonna have a Doritos commercial, with some baby getting shot into outer space and on Mars or something. I don't know. They'll have like a Mars Dorito. Oh, it's so good. But that's all I've got for you in the sports world. I've kind of laid off the hockey a little bit, only because I kind of forget that it's on and that I have access to it. And I've been trying to do like other things. So uh, I will be getting back into hockey, especially once the playoffs start coming around. We're going to be talking a little bit more about hockey. I'm not that big into basketball, but if you are and you want to talk about it, let me know in the comments below, and we'll talk about some basketball. We'll go from there. I keep hearing some sounds coming from my tree. Shut up, birds. Or squirrels or whatever's over there. I don't know. Oh. So, while I'm getting ready to talk about my next topic, we're going to be getting into gaming and technology. There's not a whole lot of technology. I mean, I know there's a bunch of tech that's out there that we could probably talk about, but I'm very procrastinating, and I didn't really look for any news until like last night, so that's my bad. I got to stop being so lazy and stop being so procrastinator. If that's a word. But we're going to take a bite of this Ferrero Rocher, whatever. It is a fine hazelnut chocolate. We're going to take a bite. We're going to enjoy this. Oh, nice. It's got a nice little nut inside the middle there. Got some chocolate swirl in there. The one that I had the other day, it had like it had like some it had like liquid chocolate or something in there. That shit was delicious. But now that we've partook of our nice, tasty, chocolatey delight, if you haven't, definitely go over to my lives when I play God of War Valhalla. You will not regret it. In story-driven games, I tend not to talk too much, except for like when there's fights or whatever. But with God of War, there's constant like banter back and forth with Kratos and whoever he's fighting. So there wasn't too much talking except for when we went back to the shore and then tried to go through Valhalla again to do the cycle. And I was very surprised at how the story went. Um, I was not expecting half of the stuff that they put in. Um, you know, they have the judges from uh, God of War 3. Yeah, yeah, God of War 3. And when he had to break the chains of Olympus to not break the chains of Olympus. Oh my god, I'm getting like all these games like mixed up and confused. But anyways, you've played the game. Uh, you had to go through like each of the judges levels or whatever in order to like unlock something, and it like unlocked the chain or whatever. And it was just it was just so crazy. I might even go and play God of War 3 just so I can relive all of that again. And so when I talk about God of War stuff, I don't sound like a freaking idiot, even though that is like one of my favorite games. But the fact that they had the three judges in there with all the realms, you travel through Niflheim, Valheim, um, Midgard, you know, Asgard, everywhere. The fact that they were able to weave the Greek stuff and the Norse stuff together in such a way that it blended Kratos' past and his present and maybe his future. I don't know. There were some people that I had seen that they were going like into their like deep dives and stuff like that, and trying to figure out where the next game's gonna go and blah blah blah. and my neighbors are leaving. Um, I honestly think that they should. I don't think they should remake. I wouldn't say remake, maybe a remaster of God of War 1 and 2. But I don't know. Like I would not mind them taking time. Like, yeah, we've got a team that's going to be doing, the new God of War, like whatever they want to do. That which could be another 10 years down the road. Maybe even longer, possibly. But I think what they could do is they could take uh maybe bits and pieces like from all the God of War, like major pivotal points in maybe the story, and like make that one big game. Like kind of make it, I would say, kind of like a time lapse game. So it's like a lot of the major moments from Kratos' timeline you get to play or you get to like relive or something like that. I think that would be really, really neat. They kind of do that a little bit in this one when you get to the Greece side of uh, the Valhalla or whatever is going on in there, and you got to do like a makeshift challenge room, if you guys remember that from God of War 1 and God of War 2. I always could make it to the last challenge, and then for some reason I couldn't beat it. I couldn't get the people to like pop and like stay in the air to get the kill in the air. So maybe I can do that I can redeem myself with the Aegean boat and the Desert of Sands or whatever it is. But anyways, the way that Kratos actually comes out and finally accepts that how he was then isn't how he is now, and he accepts the fact that he has changed and that with what he's gone through now is kind of like redeeming himself for what he chose to do in Greece. It's almost kind of like him coming full circle with himself. Like he started off with as vengeance, or not vengeance. It was more of like a cry for help, and then it became vengeance, and then it became redeeming, and then now it's kind of become like acceptance. So it's almost kind of like the weird 5 stages of grief, kind of in a way for him. Oh, I gotta make sure this bad boy stays lit because it's so good. But anyways, I love the way that the story went. I love how Kratos came out of his shell. Like you learn, as a God of War fan, you kind of already know his backstory and blah blah blah. But the fact that someone picking up God of War for the first time, playing the God of War 2018, figuring out like, oh, he had like an entire past life, and then while you're playing the Valhalla DLC, you kind of go through that little bit of a past. He talks about what he did to Helios. He talks about um, why he did what he did, and like he kind of works that shit out. And the way that just everything just unfolded, it was just voila. It was a masterpiece, and I really can't wait to see where they're gonna have the next God of War. Um, hopefully there'll be more stuff that more DLC that'll come out that maybe it'll tie what Kratos just did in Valhalla. It'll tie in what Loki slash Atreus is doing right now, finding the giants with Angerboda or whatever. So maybe they'll do something with that before they do anything else. I don't know, but I think that'd be pretty sick. Getting something that ties all of that together, and then having something like super duper crazy happen to where like they're gonna have to go off to like another land to fight their gods, like the Aztecs or the Japanese or Egypt. Uh, it would be so amazing. There's so many different ways that they could go, and it's so much different than when he was in Greece because he was so vengeful that he was just wanting to kill everything. The way he is now, he's wanting to try to find ways to be diplomatic about it. Like, hey, let's talk. We don't have to resort to violence because if we resort to violence, you gonna die. So that'll be really interesting to see where they take the next God of War saga or series or whatever they're going to do with it. What do you think they're going to do? Where do you think it's going to end up? Staying with the gaming, because I did go on a little bit too long with that, but I'm okay with it if you are. Uh, I am going to try out another game that I've wanted to try out, but I just never got around to it, and it just happens to be, I believe, free on the Epic Store. Ghostwire Tokyo. Um, I wanted to get it for the PlayStation 5, but I never got around to it, and so I saw it on the Epic Store. So that'll be the next game that we're going to be playing for the next couple, probably for like the next month or so. I'm going to try to get a better schedule down and make sure that I stay to that schedule for streaming. No ifs, ands, or buts, unless I'm sick or, family emergencies, of course. Speaking of family emergency. What? Hello? Okay, my child is just being weird. You can't see. Well, maybe you can see. Oh, there she is. All right. But yeah, I don't know too much about the game. I just saw the preview for it, and I saw that it was going to be like a paranormal-ish type looking game, and I thought it looked pretty neat. So we're going to be trying that out. Hopefully it doesn't suck because I kind of plan on doing that one for like a month. So hopefully, whenever I try to plan something out for some reason, it just doesn't go according to plan. Oh. But now that we've got the Ghostwire Tokyo out of the way, like I said, I don't know too much about it, so I can't go like too much detail of what to expect. But be on the lookout for the streams with Ghostwire Tokyo. As for the technology part, I kind of saw something that was really interesting. If you're into music at all, like especially like the old school stuff, with vinyl and whatnot, we had turntables. Well, I guess there's a USB turntable, and I didn't know that they made those. Maybe that's something new. Maybe that's something that's been around that I just haven't, like, I've been like oblivious to seeing, because I'm not a DJ, so I don't know, like, I don't know what goes on in any of that stuff. But I just thought it'd be kind of neat to share that would tie into the next topic. So what do you guys think about USB turntables? I think that's pretty neat. You put all your music or whatever that you want to spin, or maybe you've got sound effects or something. You just plug it in, or I don't know, however it's gonna work. I don't know. I think that's pretty neat. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. Whoa! What are you doing?
Okay, so I looked in the fridge because I was gonna eat my leftovers from Denny's, right?
Yeah.
I look in the fridge, I see Mom's leftovers, I see my leftovers, but Zoe's leftovers are nowhere to be found. I asked her if she eats it all, and she still had like a big bowl of mac and cheese that
No, there wasn't that much mac and cheese left. Did she eat it?
she ate the entire thing, and now she's eating chips.
Okay, that's fine. There really was not that much mac and cheese left.
From what I saw when I left to go to the bathroom before you put the stuff up, that looked like a lot of mac
No,
and cheese.
there honestly was not a lot of mac and cheese left.
Okay.
Plus, it's not like it wouldn't stop you from eating chips anyway either.
No?
Yeah, I know it wouldn't. Oh, yes. All right. So we go from the USB turntable to our music topic. Uh, this is where I'm going to do a shameless plug for my other channel. go check out the Johnny Two Sticks channel. Next year, I was really wanting to hammer the cover songs or whatever I was wanting to do this year, but there was just too much family stuff going on. There was too much sickness going on, too much stuff going on at work, trying to figure out like what stuff was going on. Also with the kids, doing their extracurricular activities after school, there wasn't enough time for me to get those done. So next year, when I make the schedule for my streaming for this, I'm going to definitely make sure that I get that schedule set up a lot better for when I'm doing covers, when I'm doing little drum tutorials. Like, I know I'm not the best drummer in the world, but I do want to showcase like how I've learned the how I use different things that I've seen over the last couple years of me drumming, how I incorporate my style, and how I come up with a style of beat or something like that. So if that's something else that you'd be interested in, let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what songs you guys would like to see me try to play. Um, I haven't gotten good enough to where I can do stuff live, like on stream. But let me know what you guys want me to give a crack at. And hello, Miss Heidi Lynn. How's it going? There might be a little bit of a delay, so uh, I'm sorry if you type this and then that you're just now hearing me acknowledge. I don't know what it is with YouTube and its latency. I just, uh, yeah, I don't know. But how's it going? How was your Christmas? Hopefully it was pretty good. Man, that's good. But uh, yeah, I actually have to get some new drum heads here pretty soon, so I'll be doing another drum head changing video, and I've actually seen what I've been doing wrong myself. I've been watching a drum tech go through all of his spiel and all of what he does to make sure that the drums are right for the drummer that he's teching for, and I learned a little bit. So we're gonna be getting some new heads soon. We're gonna be installing the drum heads right, doing it the right way, and then we're gonna go from there. So definitely go over to the Johnny Two Sticks YouTube channel. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever you got. Do it. I have videos from previous stuff. Me just trying to get my foot in the door of the whole drumming thing. So I got some live video from my band Noxious. I've got some practice videos. I've got some drum only videos, I think. I know I have some drum only videos on my Chaotic JGD 21 channel, but I'm trying to get everything like music related over to the Johnny Two Sticks. I'm also going to try to start doing some drum reaction videos. So probably what we'll do is like when I do streaming or something, I'll try to uh, I'll do like a reaction video or something like that, and then we can use that to upload to the Johnny Two Sticks and whatnot. And so, but that's all for what I've got going on with the Johnny Two Sticks channel. So definitely make sure you go ring the bell, know the bell, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Um, we also have a bunch of stuff coming up with Noxious CCHC. So I'm probably going to be doing a little update video for that channel too. So definitely make sure to go subscribe to us so that way you guys can get the real deal spiel of what's going on with the Johnny Two Sticks. And that's what brings me to my next subject. What is the best music festival that you have attended or that you want to attend? Me personally, uh, as a drummer myself, I would really love to go play at Wacken or Bloodstock. I've seen so many videos that come out uh, from those festivals. It just looks so awesome to be a part of. Oh man! And so I would really love to be a part of one of those festivals. I think that'd be pretty sick. Um, we're gonna actually be a part of a thing up in Tucson called Desert Fest. I think is what it's called. So uh, the Johnny Two Sticks channel will have more up to date stuff on that. Plus, I'll be updating stuff on my Facebook and Instagram and all that. So definitely make sure you go check out all the socials and everything, and I'll talk more about that. But the coolest one, the coolest festival that I've ever been to was the Mayhem Metal Fest in like 2013 or like yeah, I think it was like 2013. And dude, it was so amazing. We got to see Machine Head. I got to see Children of Bodom. I got to see. I think when we got there, I believe Butcher Babies were just getting done with their set. I forgot who was playing on the other side. I think Machine Head was getting set up on the side that we were at. So we just sat there and waited for them to get done. And then we saw Mastodon, Amon Amarth. I actually got a picture of Amon Amarth, I guess, with like the original lineup, I guess. They got everything signed. I got my ticket stub in there for it. It was amazing. And then that show was headlined by Rob Zombie and Five Finger Death Punch, I believe. I want to say I think Rob Zombie I think was like the headliner. I believe Five Finger Death Punch played before them. But I know what everyone says about Five Finger Death Punch and blah blah blah. But you know their live set was pretty freaking dope. I liked it. Oh man! But let me know in the comments below what your favorite metal festival or even whatever music festival it was. It doesn't even have to be metal. Let me know what your favorite festival was in the comments below, and just share your experience. And if you don't want to, if you want to, say what it was on the comments, and then take the conversation elsewhere. Don't forget to follow all of my socials. Instagram, everywhere is either Chaotic JGD, Chaotic JGD 21. The only thing that's different is my Instagram. It's Chaotic GND. For some reason, Instagram just didn't like that I was trying to use too many chaotics or chaotics JGDs or whatever. I don't know. So I had to spice it up a little bit, I guess, for Instagram. But yeah, that's all for that. We're gonna move on down to movies and shows. I watched a movie in like the middle of the night because I couldn't sleep. It was called Rebel Moon. It's on Netflix. I believe it's a Zack Snyder movie, and I only know of Zack Snyder because of the DC debacle that they had. Was it the Justice League debacle? And I didn't like the super slow mo then, and I don't like the super slow mo now. It was kind of like the movie was like 2 hours long, but like an hour of the movie was like all slow motion, like slow motion stuff. It's like once in a while, that's cool. But every freaking action shot that there had to be like a slow mo sequence, whether it was jumping up to a ship or whether it was just, ooh, I've got to get to the other side of the room. Yeah, oh, I gotta dodge the rock. Oh, I gotta dodge the tree. Oh, I'm gonna run. Like I didn't like that too much. If I hadn't have been sick, I probably would have got sick from watching that. Well, hello, little birdie. But all in all, it was a decent movie. Character development could have been a little bit better, but um, I'm guessing that they're probably going to do more of these Rebel Moons or whatever, like Rebel Moon movies or series or whatever the hell this is. So I'm down for watching the other ones. I don't like the super slow mo like every 10 minutes like that can like that can go away. Um, another movie I watched, wife and I watched it. It's called Leave the World Behind. I believe that was the movie on Netflix that I guess the Obamas had a hand in making. I don't know. Um, the fact that the movie was about cybersecurity and cyber attacks, I felt that it was kind of weird, especially with what's going on in the world right now, and like how precise that everything was. It kind of that actually kind of gave a little bit of shock value to it. You know what I mean? So, it the ending was so stupid. The ending to the movie so stupid. But everything else that led up to, uh, I guess the ending before the ending, I should say, that was fantastic. It really kept you on your feet, you know, trying to figure out like what's going on with what, why is this happening, why is that happening. Uh, I I don't like that they had to have racial undertones, but at the same time, they kind of explain the racial undertones between the mom and the white mom and the black daughter. So it was kind of uh, it was kind of interesting how they brought everything out about that, and you know it wasn't done in such a way that it was like very distasteful. It was very like, oh, okay, I can see why they both think the way that they do. Nice. You got a lot of gifts. That's what's up. What was the coolest gift you got? Mine so far was this cigar. Well, I shouldn't say this cigar, but there's a couple of other things that I got. Um, but yeah, Leave the World Behind. It was a great movie. The ending was just so fucking stupid. Um, Couple of future things that I'm thinking about watching is Kenobi season two. I watched Kenobi season one with my buddy. We thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it was done pretty well. Um, but that's just me that is not like a complete Star Wars nerd and knows like everything there is to know about Star Wars. Um, it had bright lights, it had movement, it captivated my ADHD, so it was a great show to me. but uh, but yeah, can't wait for Kenobi season two to come out. It's coming out at some point next year. I don't know when. Um, there's a movie that's out right now. If you guys are wrestling fans out there, it's a movie called Iron Claw. It is about the legendary Von Erich family down there in the good old state of Texas. Um, you know, you have like there's a lot of families that literally grew up like wrestling business families. Um, you know, you've got the Von Erichs, you've got the Hart family, uh, you've got what is it the Samoan dynasty, you know, with Rocky Johnson, High Chief Peter Maivia, you know, The Rock, Rikishi, you know, the Wild Samoan and stuff like that. You know, you got the Usos, Roman Reigns, you know, that whole big Samoan dynasty of a family. You know, they're in there. Uh, let's see. And then you have the Rhodes. You have Cody, Dustin. Is it Dustin or Dusty? I think the dad was Dusty and the oldest son was Dustin, and then the youngest is Cody. So you got the Rhodes family. You have the Ortons. You have the dad and the son. Bob Orton, Randy Orton. You know, so a lot of big family names that are, and I've probably left out a few because I'm just going off of the top of my head that I can kind of remember. But just the fact that, you know, all of those great families in wrestling, and the ones that really took it to heart were the ones that were in Texas, like the southern states for like the NWA and stuff like that. So and just so you know, NWA for this is National Wrestling Alliance or Allegiance or something like that. I believe that's what it was. Not the NWA from California. And if you get that reference, you are an awesome person. But yeah, my wife got me Cinemark tickets to go see the Godzilla -1 movie, and I went to go look it up to see when they were going to show it because I was going to go see it today, so we could talk about it. And yeah, apparently it's not in theaters down in my town anymore, so I gotta go. I gotta go to another town to watch it if I really want to go see it. So if I want to go see the Godzilla movie, I got to go to another town. If I want us to go see Iron Claw, I can just go to the movie theater here in town. So I think that's what I might end up doing this weekend. Maybe is going to see Iron Claw. I'll probably take my dad or something like that. Go see the movie, just see what it's all about. Looks like it's been pretty good. The reviews have been great about it. So, man, this is one of those like probably 2-hour cigars. But I know I ain't got that kind of time because I like doing the chaotic corner right as the sun's going down. Because it gives that nice little backdrop of like light, and then it just, oh, it goes away. But yeah, that's all I've got for you guys on this crazy chaotic corner episode 10. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. Thanks for tuning in. There's gonna be, I'm gonna try to figure out like what else I can do to make this a little bit more lively, more energetic. I don't know. I mean, I could do it in my house, but I think that I've done it outside for so long that if I do it inside the house and try to like put all the bells and whistles in it, that I think it kind of takes away from what I've got going on here. So I think what I'll do is I'll just keep doing them from outside, and yeah. So let me know what you think. What do you guys have going on for next year? Hopefully you guys are going to be taking it easy and being safe for the holidays. Hopefully your guys' Christmas all went well. Hopefully you guys have a great and happy New Year. Stay safe. Don't be shooting bottle rockets at each other's faces, or out of your butts. I don't know what people do nowadays. But I have watched a movie called Jackass, and they do some weird stuff with some fireworks. So don't do any of that. But yeah, that's all I've got for you guys this fine evening. Be on the lookout for a lot of new stuff that's coming up with the Chaotic JGD 21 brand and the streaming and this little podcast doohickey thingy I've got going on here. Don't forget to go subscribe to the Johnny Two Sticks YouTube channel. There's going to be a bunch of drum stuff going on over there. And yeah, hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas. You guys have a wonderful and safe New Year. You guys are amazing. I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are all amazing. And I will see you guys next year. So, until next year, out. Oh, I gotta figure out how to turn this thing off. Because I don't know if you guys want to see me in 3D. I think that's it. Do I want to stop streaming? Yes.